you say you from? You say you from Crenshaw?
I'm from Rolling 60s. But that's
What's Crenshaw then?
that's the street.
That's not where you from.
Yeah, I'm from. It depends who I'm talking to. Like if I'm describing my geography, I'ma say I'm from the Crenshaw district. But if I'm talking to a LA nigga, I'm gonna be like,
I'ma wish my nigga Fast was here. How you died 30-something after banging all them years? Grammy nominated, in the sign of shedding tears. All this money, power, fame, and I can't make you reappear. But I don't wipe them though. We just embrace the only life we know. If it was me, I'd tell you, nigga, live your life and grow. I tell you, finish where we started, reach them heights, you know. And gas the V12 to the pipe and smoke. I was riding around in the V12.
so many different tumultuous situations in the parking lot, but the purpose was for what's gonna happen on June 17th. I brought up that story just to let you know, like, it was a higher purpose, I believe, for what we're doing over here. It wasn't to get in trouble with the police. It wasn't to be a menace to the area. It wasn't to, continue a tradition of self-destruction. It was to build. And so all the obstacles and everything we went through for being misjudged and misunderstood, it didn't stop us. It wasn't a brick wall. It was a speed bump. And I embraced it as the resistance, the gravity of trying to do something great.
Last time that I checked, there was 5 chains on my neck. There was no smut on my rep. Last time that I checked, there was 7 souls in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made.
Back, man, on some cash shit, man. Feel me? What's happening? Feel me? We back in full effect, man. Feel me? Fully committed. Been catting off. Had some life situations, but we back. YoloBoys, podcast, the whole crew, everything, baby.
You feel me? Welcome back to the cave. You feel me? You ain't seen us in a minute. We just, we back like we never left. Tonight we finna talk about the great neighborhood, Nip Hussle. I know y'all heard the news. Rest in peace.
Been a minute, a little late.
You feel me? So
we're gonna talk about. We're gonna get on the comic book side of our aspects. Talk about the whole Infinity War, EndGame. The whole Marvel. Damn.
I got a lot to say about that too, because I got a lot to say about EndGame, man. For real.
Yeah. So we're gonna get to it, man. We appreciate the patience, but we back, committed. We're gonna keep going from here, baby. Keep it rolling, baby.
Okay, YoloBoys.
My nigga, the bartender, man.
The bartender. Louis Yolo Man Cave. Exclusive. Feel me? Oh, squad in here. Retro YoloBoys.
Got the bartender man hooking up them doubles. Gonna be trouble. I kid you not.
All right, we in this thing.
Not a stranger to this life. Gotta save this for the Franklins and a shoulder for the stripe. Don't know a nigga like myself. I say self-made, meaning I design myself. County jail fame, you can pull my foul yourself.
Man, off top, man, we gonna show respect to King Nip, man. You feel me? And he was just the impact he had. So we're gonna take a shot for King Nip right here. All the YOLOs. Up.
Neighborhood.
Motherfucking Hennessy on top. Man, the thing about me with King Nip is, man, R.I.P. Nip, is about the work he did in his community, his hood, man. He put people on. He wasn't greedy and nothing like that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit up here because Nip died say he was my favorite rapper, because he wasn't, but I've always admired him for the shit he did, man. Like, he bought a whole plaza and employed people from the hood, people that got out of jail. And you know what I'm saying? That was always been some top of my dream, to do something like that. Let me get on and feel me, put people on that I grew up with and shit like that, or people that just been around me. So, you know what I'm saying? That would kind of hurt. Like, you feel me? I'm gonna keep it one. When I was young, when Tupac died, I felt like my mom was crying hella much. I'm like, damn, you didn't even know him. But now, I'm older, I understand. When Nip died, it was a big loss to a community, to the people. You feel me? So, damn, it's like a sad day all over for real, the West Coast, and just for people that looked up to him and shit like that. Yeah, my favorite song for sure. One of my favorite songs, "Grinding on My Life." It's authentic, man. He had to grind all his life, and he owns all his, feel me, his music, and that's real honorable. And then my other favorite song is "The Weather" featuring Rick Ross. That shit go crazy. You feel me?
Off the Crenshaw album, huh?
Crenshaw.
Yeah. You know, I still can't even believe Neighborhood dead. Like, when I heard the news, I still couldn't believe it. I just heard that he got shot.
See him unreal.
And then I'm like, what? You feel me? Because he was hot right now. You know, it seemed like he was still buzzing on his way up. And then as the time went by, they started talking about, like, it was Nip that got shot. And it was like, I just couldn't believe it, but I felt like one of my brothers died. I ain't even gonna lie. And that's weird to say, but I know a lot of people can relate to it. It was like, this one hit different. Like, a lot of rappers, they pass away. You be like, damn, you feel me? Another one gone in the rap game. But when Nip died, I don't know if y'all felt the same way, but it felt different, bro. Like, I felt hurt. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I had to pull over for a second. I'm like, not Neighborhood, you feel me? Not
Seemed unreal, huh?
It did. It did. Based on his contribution to the rap game was a little different than everybody else. Like, he wasn't fucking with no labels. He was going to grind it out. You feel me? It was the marathon. You feel me? He wasn't worried about how long it took. He was going to do it his way. And I felt like his impact he had on young black men ain't been the same since Tupac. You feel me? He was showing you how to, you know, he was an intelligent, you feel me? He was the last person we seen that was an intelligent gangster. And that's something everybody should strive to be, coming from a neighborhood that you from.
It was just different from everybody in the industry, right? I think he just was something else. Like,
He was. And then the love that got shown by the community, bro. Nip sold out the Staples Center, bro. And I don't even know and he wasn't even a mainstream artist like that. I can't even, I think the last time somebody stole the Staples was Michael Jackson.
MJ.
That goes to show you the love.
It shows you, like, Michael Jackson was popular all over the world. Nip was popular in the hood, in the rap community. But just the way you compare them to, like, you would think. But Nip did the same thing MJ did, and just it shows his contribution and how much love. That was pure love, though.
Pure love,
like
100.
Michael Jackson fans pure love too, but that was like some fan shit. Nip shit felt like the love was just shown, man.
That's why uniting over it.
For real.
Yeah, uniting it. You feel me? And that's crazy.
I mean, for me, I've been rocking with Nip since like 2009, 2010 with Bullets Ain't Got No Name Volume 3. And I'm not saying that to say, oh, I've been rocking with Nip since this. And nah, I want everybody to start rocking with Nip. I don't care if you just start listening to today. Like, he's worth listening to, going back to his first shit. You know,
I listened to him a couple times, but I just got on some of his shit when he died too. Like I said, that shit was just, like, it's just crazy.
Like, he's always been giving out jewels and giving out lessons in his music. Shit, I remember just when I was finishing college and not knowing what my next move was. Like, Nipsey dropped the Marathon, and the Marathon has really was like a soundtrack to my life, you know? 7 days a week, that's a song I listen to right now, and it just takes me back to where I was really just grinding, trying to make my next move.
What's your favorite Nip album, just off top?
Probably would be the Marathon. The Marathon was probably my favorite Nip project. You know, it had 7 days a week. It had late nights and early mornings. It had Keys to the City 1. You know, like that was when Nip really took that next step to being like, okay, this ain't just a rapper. This is a dude that's going to be really known. Yeah. And it's like just getting into the community stuff. Like, it's pretty much what you were saying. Like, he did so much for his community. Like, you know, he was dropping.
That's what I appreciate about the most.
Right. That's probably what I appreciate the most too.
About the neighborhood shit.
Yeah, and then with Nip and his community, like, he was dropping just these programs that are helping youth, you know, get educated, trying to find, you know, what they were doing, like the Vector 90 program, where it was like he was working, there was like a STEM program, so they was working with, you know, math, engineering, you know, things like that.
So a whole lot of just positive shit he had going, bro. You felt his vibe though off top. Bro.
Exactly, the Destination Crenshaw, where it was like an open air art gallery, like, but it was involving the history of that area, so you knew what was going on. You couldn't be someone that was just coming trying to gentrify. You'd have to come and acknowledge the history of that area. And he was really just someone that was just worshiping his area, not on some like, oh, I'm above you, but I'm with you. Up that Nip got killed on some weak shit when he was really starting to make it to that next level. You know, Victory Lap dropped, that was damn near an instant classic.
Almost won album of the year, right?
Right, nominated for a Grammy. To me, it is my album of 2000.
That was album of the year, bro. No disrespect. Wasn't it Cardi B won album of the year?
Yeah, but that's the Grammy, like fucking Grammy.
It's politics.
I'm talking about in the streets.
It's politics. It's politics.
No disrespect to Cardi, like, no disrespect to Cardi, but I'm just saying in the streets, Victory Lap was the album.
Victory Lap, bro.
It's all about what you prefer. We prefer Nip over Cardi B.
Exactly. Jeff, how you feeling about it, bro?
Man, I mean, just to pick up where you left off, I mean, Victory Lap for sure, album of the year. No disrespect to anybody else, but
right.
Like, I've been listening to Nip for a long time. I can't even remember when Hustle in the House.
You remember that?
I can't even. 09, exactly. I can't even remember the year, man. No disrespect, but just to see his growth, you feel me? As you feel me with what he was doing for the community and just his rapping too, like. Victory Lap, he was just, you feel me, polished.
Is that your favorite Nip album, Victory Lap?
No, I like the Marathon Continues.
Marathon Continues, okay.
Yeah,
TMC.
I like the TMC.
Crenshaw probably be my
I like
favorite.
Crenshaw got me through a lot, man.
Ocean Views.
Yeah, his new shit, don't get me wrong. You feel me?
That's Austin Boy too.
You know he reaching his peak, you feel me?
Yeah, his development as a rapper.
That old shit though, man.
As a rapper, as a man, as a leader in his community, as everything though.
Yeah,
so let's get into this. What y'all think about how y'all feel about like Nip death and shit? You feel me? You think it's conspiracy? You think it's on some hating shit? You think it's some other shit?
I feel like. Oh, go ahead.
I think it was on some hating shit. You see this shit happen in the hood every day.
I feel the same way. Hating shit. Niggas see nigga getting something, he like, nigga, I want a part of it. You're not gonna give me a part of it?
Because you know they come out with all these videos now, like him shaking hands with Eric.
But that don't mean shit. You can shake hands with your
I'm just saying.
I feel you.
You know what's so crazy though, bro? I had a conversation, bro, with somebody, I kid you not. And this just on some different shit, like reading comments on YouTube and shit. If you go and look at all the Nip songs or everything he's done, no one talks shit about him, bro.
Nobody did.
Before, you know what I'm saying? Before he got, you know what I'm saying? Before he got killed, no one disrespected him.
Right.
No, nothing, bro. All it takes is one hating ass nigga, bro.
Right.
You feel me?
And then we don't know. Like, they say, okay, bro was snitching. He told him to stay away because he didn't want no hot shit around him if he was snitching.
Which is understandable.
We don't know exactly what it was, bro. But what it really does seem like was a nigga from the same area was just hating.
Because he made it further than him. He's a rapper too. That's why the bro who
he was trying to get on and he just let that shit consume him and he took away a real nigga.
He shouldn't have. It shouldn't have came from Nip though. Nip shouldn't have been the one that had to tell him. I respected the way Nip said it, but the way he got caught slipping that day with nobody there.
We gotta understand he's comfortable. He owned everything in that plaza. He had his own store. He ran his own homies.
In his own hood.
The thing was, niggas at that store can't hold no guns. They're all felons.
Because he hires felons and felons can't.
I'm caught in between, but and I'm not even saying because everybody came out saying, "Oh, he was finna drop a documentary on Dr. Sebi." I don't think it go that deep.
I don't think so either.
But I think, as far as like how we in the hood, we in poverty, that they don't want to see us rise. Right, and I go back, and I take it all the way back to Pac.
Yeah.
When Pac started preaching positivity music, they wasn't feeling that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I kind of think Pac was still a conspiracy myself, and I'm not saying I don't know. Like we would never know. That's the sad part. We could all sit here and talk about was it conspiracy, was it hating, but we'll never know. Like I like Pac death still don't sit right with me.
Pac shit for sure set up.
For sure, for me, Pac and Nipsey's death are very similar because it's like music blending in with reality, you know?
Yeah.
Because Pac was
but they really spit like it's to the heart, bro. Like, you feel that shit, bro.
Right.
Like Pac, you already know everybody in here know Pac, my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
And then you could just feel the lyrics like all the Pac, keep your head. Like, they don't want to hear. They play the music that tell you like, oh, nigga, do drugs and do all that shit. Molly Perkins said all that shit. You feel me? Like all that bad influence shit. And I'm saying everybody knows what they do. I'm not judging nobody, but I'm just saying that positivity music coming out. They don't like. I think as a society, they don't want it.
And the way Nip delivered it too, it wasn't even. It didn't even sound like he was trying to preach. It was just a real. When you listen to Nip, the way he floated, the way he interpreted into his music, you knew his background, you know his history, you know he was 6-0. You know he was from 6-0 Crip. You know he's from neighborhood. So it was when you heard it coming from like a nigga with face tats, a nigga with cornrows, a LA nigga. But when you talk to him, when you seen the way he delivered it
Kendrick
in
said
his
it
message.
He said, who a better Crip? Nah, he a man first, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect that shit. Dedication, yeah.
On everything.
And I just feel like, man, we lost something. Like, I felt that, like I said earlier, like, I felt that death. Like, my mom felt Pac, and I didn't understand why she was crying. Man, it was like, damn, a nigga shed 2-3 tears for Nip.
And you hear Nipsey talk, you would think he had like 2 or 3 degrees, but he finished high school.
No, he said a lot. He said he was self-taught.
Right.
Like, we heard his brother talk at the funeral. Oh, he built a computer from scratch.
Black
Sound, nigga.
Real
Smith and Sam proud, nigga.
That's another thing. Black Black Sam would have sent shots back too, but it's just a crazy situation. Like it's
one of the situations we would never understand, bro. Like
he shouldn't have went out like that though. That's for sure though. He shouldn't have went out like that, bro.
A lot of people don't go out like they supposed to go out, bro. Like rest in peace to a lot of like.
Only God knows. Only God knows, you know. Lord works in mysterious ways.
Like, let me tell you something. I'm a West Coast niggas, bro. And like that hurt the West, bro. We lost Pac, we lost Nip, Mac Dre, Jack, Easy.
And honestly, just for me personally, like, I lost 2 of my favorite rappers within like a span of 6 months. You know, I lost Nipsey, I lost Mac Miller. You know,
Mac Miller
and both of them were like respected by the whole hip hop community. You know, nobody's gonna say nothing bad about either one of them.
Mac Miller,
and they was independent. They wasn't signed to no label. They was doing it. They was on that fuck the middleman shit. And that was the politics. That was the way, like, you know, Nip looked up to E40 the way he, got it out the mud. He
E40,
was like,
Master P.
He owned his
royalties.
He said he was no limit of the West.
The no limit of the West.
Master P started that shit.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just saying, overall, we lost more than a rapper, bro. We lost a good father. We lost a good man. We lost a role model.
We
lost a pillar in the community.
And that goes to show
lost
you
a
about
kid of our people, bro. Like, you can't. What's other person in the rap game right now is giving big influence like Nip gave? As far as that,
nobody.
You might could say Kendrick, but Kendrick ain't doing the shit outside of rap.
Yeah,
doing.
I'm saying as far as like Nick, it wasn't all rap with Nick, bro. It was more like I'm gonna pit y'all on more than the.
He got everybody else.
Like anybody else say who really doing this,
shit,
bro? Like I feel like when he made it, he was so grateful. He felt like he had to pit people on, bro.
And honestly, he ain't even, in that sense, he hadn't even made it yet. He was still on his
ascension. He wasn't even like the top.
Yeah,
he was
just starting.
And that's
I mean, if you're West Coast niggas, you respected it.
But that's what I was gonna say. Like us niggas, you feel me? West Coast niggas, we already know about Nip. You feel me? But like he said, like everybody's saying the marathon continues, which is so true. But he been at it for so long. And he showed you it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
It really is a marathon.
It's a marathon, bro. I know it sounds so cliche, but
I take that
it's
to heart.
So true, bro.
I've been taking that to heart since like 2000.
Bro, that's not even a dope ass quote. That's just facts, bro.
If you pay attention to Nip too, even in his videos, even the way when he said there was no smut on my rep, like he a reputable individual, meaning you can go back to any person in his neighborhood and gonna tell you the same about him. What he was talking about. He wasn't lying in his raps, and you could see it. Some people, you could just see it. You could just see everything. Everything he was talking about, you could see was authentic, bro. It wasn't no faking in him. That was one thing that attracted to me, that I gravitated myself to him. Like that grinding shit, like never quitting the marathon. We could all relate to that. Like we all had times we wanted to give up. We felt like shit wasn't going our way, but he was like, bro.
Yeah, some of the best underground shit though.
I'll put that Crenshaw on, bro. Don't take days off. You feel me? That hustle in the house, all that. Nip was talking about that real shit. And he was from LA, that LA vibe. He really put on for LA. I'm not gonna lie. For LA, after Snoop, it was game, but that nigga, when you thought about LA, you thought about Nipsey Hussle. Everything he represented, he still wore Chucks.
He was different,
long
bro.
socks, Dickies, the whole shit.
He was different. He's just a different breed.
He was, bro.
Like he was one of a kind in a lifetime, in a generation, man. So that's what I want to do right here, man. I'm gonna go around the room. I just want y'all to give me like your favorite memory of Nip. Or whatever, just whatever you got to say about him. You feel me? And with me, I'm gonna start with me, man. Just like I said from the beginning, man. He was just real person, real role model to look up to, real motivational, man. And for me, I get from like, damn, I'm a West Coast guy, and to lose like Nip, it's feel like we lost Pac and Jack, Easy, Mac. Like, damn, man, shit just crazy. And man, R.I.P. Nip and all the kings that followed. Feel me?
You feel me? My favorite moment, honestly, to be real with you, is when he slapped the nigga at the BET Awards. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The victory slap. Because if you look at it, Nip went on no bullshit, but niggas slapped the cone out of his partner hand. Nip was defending his partner. That's something we done grow up doing. That's some shit we can relate to. So you slapped the cone out of his partner hand. He had the Nipsey. He had the 6-0 slap that nigga. Like, bro, don't you ever try? He felt like his partner was threatened. So Nip had to. That goes to show you. Artists are still real niggas at the end of the day. Like, ain't nobody gonna let nobody just walk up on two of us and slap somebody. And he was like, nigga, hold on. Fuck the BET Awards. They must slap some sense into your ass. So that was my favorite moment in there. Rest in peace, bro. I never forget that shit. For real, for real.
I mean, shit, just basically what you saying, you feel me? Like, the nigga was the same nigga, man, if the camera was on or the cameras was off. You feel me? It was no faking the funk. You feel me? Like, he kept it 100, bro, and you gotta respect that, bro. The nigga kept it gangster at all times. You feel me?
Yeah.
Remained a real nigga.
He was just himself,
just
bro.
Everything, bro. He was just himself,
He ain't gotta show off for nobody.
He didn't have to do, no extra, bro. He just kept it gangster, bro. He was a real nigga, man.
And to add on to that, everybody that I seen talk about when they talk with Nipsey, they felt like they left more intelligent. They felt like every time they spoke with him, they felt like they learned something. And most of the time, he was younger than most of the people he was talking to in the game. He was so intelligent, bro. He was so articulate. You feel me? He was a real smart gangster. I respect that. 100.
100.
I mean, for me, what I really think about with Nip is I remember the freshman cover. He was on.
Oh yeah.
That was a Hall of Fame freshman cover.
J. Cole in there.
Hall of Fame. It was Nip. It was J. Cole.
J. Cole.
It was J. Rock from TDE.
J. Rock was
It
in
was
there.
Wiz Khalifa. It was
Wiz.
Big Sean.
Right.
And
That was a greedy.
Man.
What was that? 2011.
That's all 3 drafts.
10,
Wade,
10.
LeBron,
Yeah.
Bosh. That's all 3 drafts.
Right, that was a Hall of Fame cover, and he really lived up to it. A lot of people get on the cover and they fall off.
Right.
He lived up to that cover because he dropped the marathon right after that.
And even though it took longer than others, you feel me?
Right.
And
It
it
took
kept
longer.
true to
What he
itself.
said.
Right.
It was not a sprint.
It's
It's
a
a
marathon, not a
marathon.
sprint. It took his
Marathon
time, and he still got to
continues,
where he needed to go.
Off top. Nigga was not watered down at all.
Anything to add back
Nigga
there?
just, real nigga getting back to the hood, man. Take care of the community, take care of your own people, nigga. Because even we all ride for each other. You ride for your niggas, man.
Got to.
How you 30-something?
I ride for all you niggas, man. Off top.
Hey, it's okay if you buy property where you from. It's okay.
Bro, he was young before he even had none of that, bro. You see them old interviews, he like, man, it's about change, it's about real estate, ownership. Man,
It's
guns
okay
and
to
butter.
own something in your hood.
It
You
was
don't gotta
original
leave your
guns
hood.
and butter.
Right.
You don't have to leave your hood to be successful. You really don't.
Man, everything, man. So I know from the YOLOs, man, we gonna say we appreciate Nip and everything you did in your lifetime,
Rest in
bro.
peace, neighborhood.
High socks for you, boys. Neighborhood, right?
On everything. On 3. Rest in peace, Nip. 1, 2, 3.
Rest in peace,
Nip.
Nip.
Okay, man. We talked about Nip and his legacy, man. R.I.P. Now we'll get to something a little more. Feel me? A little more hectic. The whole Marvel universe, the last 10 years just wrapped up with Avengers EndGame. Was fucking iconic all through.
It was, bro.
Last 10 years, and you feel me? I know your niggas out there talking about R.P. Tony, but it's for Thanos.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Welcome to the dark side. Welcome to the dark side.
Remember you.
That's
What's up?
crazy.
I hope they remember you.
And then trying to wipe you out, you give him a shot.
Thanos became one of my favorite characters. Josh Brolin was classic. You feel me?
He was.
But overall, the last 10 years has been great, man. I've been a big fan. If y'all know Lou, I'm a fucking nerd for that shit, man. Well, we mostly all are. Go to see every movie on Thursday night when it drops, no doubt.
It feels like there's Marvel movies, and then there's everybody else. Like it's Marvel, and then nobody really give a fuck about any other movie.
He likes DC. Let's get it out there. But anyways, though, we're not talking about.
I love everybody. Shout out to Louis Bell. I love everybody.
Cut it out. We ain't talking about DC right now.
I
So
love
anyways, though, it ended so lovely. It ended on a story that it told a story to the Marvel fans, and Avengers Endgame was real good. You know, feel me? And just
Was it though? Was it real good? I thought it was alright.
all right.
I'm gonna keep it real. Keep it 1.
It was cool.
I thought Infinity War. I think when they based the story arc based on Thanos, I felt like it was more his story, him being the protagonist of the story. It was way more action packed than Endgame. Endgame was 3 hours long. I'm not gonna take nothing away from it. It didn't live up to the hype for me.
Wait. It's about payoffs and ending the Marvel universe. Thanos movie's about Thanos and about that action. You gotta know the difference, bro.
Right.
A real Marvel fan will love all the payoffs we got in Endgame, nigga.
Right.
You can't sit there and say I wanted all this action in the movie that's not meant for that, bro. Let's be
But
real.
we're gonna talk about payoffs. Ho got zero payoff.
Oh,
We all can agree to that, though. We can cheers to that.
Zero.
Where I will give Hulk some credit for, though, is that he was the one that brought everybody back. And I appreciated that.
I give him no credit.
I appreciated
Thor
that.
could have did that. Captain Marvel could have did that.
His snap brought everybody back.
That was lame.
And he paid the
Hold
price
on,
for that
hold on.
snap.
You know
Iron Man.
For everybody that's seen Infinity War, and they seen one of the most powerful fucking characters get packed out by Thanos in less than 10 seconds and not want that rematch in part 2,
Right.
that is just disrespectful.
Hey, sometimes you get your ass beat.
But you got to think of it like that. It was Bruce Banner and the Hulk, so Bruce Banner has some sense about himself. Like, do I really want that rematch?
But what you so over the last 10 years we got all these great movies. What's your favorite movie out of all of them?
Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Facts.
I will agree with you on that.
Infinity War.
I feel like me is like between Avengers 1, it was so iconic,
Right.
and Infinity War was just
Avengers 1
it threw me off guard. Like Thanos came in like
Right.
I hope they remember you.
I'm going to go Endgame.
Endgame.
I'm going to go Endgame is my favorite.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Endgame wrapped up 10 years of Marvel movies perfectly.
I feel like you just living in the hype.
I'm gonna see it again tomorrow.
That's me though.
I'm gonna see
but
it again.
everybody like what they like. I'm not telling everybody.
EndGame is my favorite.
For someone who hasn't been following it since the beginning, I'm not even gonna lie.
We seen Infinity War together.
We seen Infinity War together. When I seen that, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was mind blown. I said, this nigga Thanos is on another level of villains, bro.
Just you not even knowing too much about it, right?
Not even knowing too much about it, bro. I'm like, this nigga shutting shit down. EndGame, don't get me wrong. I went to love it. But I feel like they tarnished some people, though.
They did.
Yeah. That's just
I agree.
Like you said,
too much jokey joke.
Hulk, I feel like, from what I remember, besides the whole Avengers thing, that this nigga was just untamable. Just no one could control him.
Right.
And then he had a cardigan on.
So
and I was through. And he dabbed. I was through. You feel me? And Thor is a god. He is a legend. Don't get me wrong. When Stark said Lebowski,
that's funny.
Holla at us in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. He was, you feel me, with the beach. I just feel like if that's how you go end it or leave it for however long until you pick up, it's just like, damn, that's what we gonna remember. That's what we gonna remember.
Yeah. My thing is
that's just me.
That's
just
me.
starting to really
you know what?
around and
as
follow
fans, we're always gonna be critics. As fans, right?
Right.
My thing is, you got one of the strongest beings in the MCU, bro. One of the strongest beings in comic book history. As the Hulk.
For sure.
When we see him, the last two movies go out like that.
2 in a row.
And like, hold on. Me and him, we talked about this off cam. And you that sit well in your stomach, bro.
It sits well with me because, like I said, Hulk was the one that brought everybody back to life. They would not have won that battle at the end of the game.
Thor could have did that. Captain Marvel could have snapped that shit. Don't get me twisted, nigga. Snap bullshit.
Time out.
Thor's a god. He couldn't snap that shit.
Did Hulk not literally say?
He could have.
Did Hulk not literally say he's the only one who could have did that?
No, he did. He said, I feel like it was made for me. He didn't say he's the only one, nigga. He said, I feel like it was made because it got gamma radiation, nigga.
I think they did that to give Hulk some art, bro. Come on, bro.
That's not making
But, hey, Avengers 1, classic moment. He take Loki. Bow.
But I will also say this. What I didn't like about EndGame was two things. They made Hulk into a joke and stuff. Like you said, Hulk dabbing and telling kids to Hulk out. Like, why are you making jokes when half the universe is dead? Yeah. And then Thanos, and then Thor literally lost everybody. He lost both his parents. He lost his brother. He had to fucking kill his sister. He lost half his people, and they're joking with him like, "Oh, cheese was and everything." Like, no, he's fucking depressed. So I didn't appreciate that.
I get that, but I'm like, okay, yeah. But everybody gonna take certain aspects.
Exactly, you're right.
For me, I don't like how Marvel when they film their films, like everybody doesn't know what nobody's doing. Like they film separately, so when they come together. It just, y'all didn't feel like in EndGame that chemistry was off? Like, it didn't feel like everybody was vibing.
I don't feel like it was off. I feel like
in Avengers 1.
I thought they were on point.
I seen it 3 times. So I want to get a feel for it.
That was my personal.
When I first came out the movie, I called you, right?
Yeah.
I said, man, it was a good movie. But delivered to my expectations, I don't think they did. I think they did some characters wrong. Yep. But, you know, I mean, I guess they had to pick their poison and what they want to pay off and what they don't. Right. My thing was I was looking forward to Thor, like, with both hammers doing something crazy. Like, you got Mutant Air and you got Stormbreaker, you don't let them fly together. You feel me?
I think he did what he could based on his circumstances. You see, he wasn't
done with Thor.
He was still packing.
He was still worthy. We know he was still worthy. He took the hammer. He was still worthy.
Another thing, too, I ain't gonna lie, because at the end of Infinity War, I thought Captain Marvel was just gonna come and just...
Hey,
she was only in about 20 minutes about. She did go though, but hey,
she was like outstock with the gauntlet.
But Thanos getting greedy packed her out. Greedy packed her out a lot.
That was one of the quickest parts of the movie where he took the Power Stone by itself and gave her a greedy one.
But he didn't fuck with her until he did that though.
And she
tried to headbutt.
She had her in greedy chokehold. She had her in greedy chokehold, bro.
Oh, the beginning of the movie, Thor killed him.
This was a different Thanos though. This is a 4-year younger. More bloodthirsty Thanos,
smart,
bro. Yeah, but he was more bloodthirsty in this one than he was in the other. The other one was about his arc, about him accomplishing what he felt he needed. This one, he just wanted to wipe them niggas off the planet. He was more irritated with them because he seen what they did.
He seen that he fulfilled his destiny. Yeah, he see like they trying to tarnish it.
Yeah, he's like, it's better off if I
pulled up to their house and dropped bombs
unloaded on them boys. For real.
Can we all agree that Thanos is a real one?
Facts.
Fact.
Probably best villain in movies history.
That's probably the most.
Up
That's
there.
probably the
Up
most
there.
Star Wars.
But Joker, though, up there.
Right.
Yeah,
Joker,
he's
I
up
love movie.
there.
Thanos got 2 damn there. So.
He greedy up there.
I still put Killmonger up there too.
So
Killmonger, Joker, and Thanos.
what would you guys say was your
Right.
top moment? What was
Right.
your top moment from that film? What was the
Endgame?
film in Endgame when it
Endgame.
was just like it took it for you?
EndGame, for me, I'm different. Was when Thanos said, "What you gonna do, Daddy?" And she said, "I'll wait." I know he's ready.
Right,
But then I took everybody off story for sure. Was Cap holding the hammer?
Okay, what about you?
For me personally, I mean, Iron Man my favorite character of all time. So when he swindled them rubies or whatever the song was again,
Right.
You feel me? Out of nowhere, he
Right.
swindled. Thanos thought he had him the whole time.
Right.
Iron Man's like, "Nah, nigga, these me."
Right.
You feel me? Who walked him down?
Shit, I damn near got to piggyback with Love, bro, man. I fuck with Starks, man. I fuck with. Shout out to Robert Downey Jr. too.
Tony Stark.
I fuck with it though.
Yeah,
Chris
he is Iron Man.
Evans.
He is Iron Man.
He is Iron
They
Man.
they
bro.
picked.
Could
Hey,
be no other,
they
bro.
picked Marvel on so tough though.
What about you, Chris?
Man, I'm gonna have to go with Avengers Assemble, man. Every time I see that scene,
Yeah.
That scene is classic. You're right.
every time I
bro.
see that scene, I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
On your
I'm gonna be-
left, on
I'm
your
gonna be
left.
grown- I'm gonna be grown. We all grown here. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That shit make me tear up every time, bro. Laugh at me, I don't give a fuck. I don't care at all, bro.
Oh
For me,
shit!
no,
I respect it though. I respect
It
it.
wasn't an emotional movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Hey, no. It wasn't emotional.
Cool.
When someone say on your left, bro, I lose it every time.
Hey, he said, "Oh, your left," but Black Panther walked out.
Yeah.
It's all good. That shit goes.
Hey, Black Widow.
The whole
hurt me,
gang
though.
came out,
Yeah,
bro. It was
that-
gang.
Yeah, the way, hey, tell me, the way they was fighting for like that's
Black
loyalty,
Widow
bro.
hurt me,
That's
bro.
loyalty.
Hey,
Hey.
yeah, cut this out though. Scarlett Johansson, she a bad bitch. I kid you
Hey.
not. Don't let nobody else hear.
I know a lot of people not happy about that scene, but Scarlet Widow, she went out like a true hero. Scarlet.
I bound by his choice of wordplay.
Black Widow, she went out like a true hero.
No. Hey, but that showed loyalty, bro. They was fighting for who
She
gonna
went out
die,
like a
bro.
true way.
But you understand, her arc through the movie was like, we gotta do what we can. We gotta do what we can. You feel me?
She was a true
I honestly
hero.
want to say though, that's the first time we seen Thanos when Scarlet Witch had him in the air, and he was
Hey,
like,
she was gonna pack him
he
out,
had to
bruh.
sit. He was like,
Rain
fire
fire.
and
He was
shit,
like,
rain fire.
he was
They're
like,
like, our
rain
troops are. He was
fire.
like, I don't care.
He was like, rain fire.
He was like, rain
She was
fire.
gonna end that nigga, bruh.
So let me go around. I want to go.
He did kill that bitch twice.
Let's go around. I'm gonna go around. I want to go top 3 movies
Okay.
in the MCU from the last
Okay.
10 years,
Okay.
and your top favorite moment
Okay.
right now. I'm gonna start with Laugh.
I'm gonna go number 1, Avengers: Infinity War. Number 2, the regular Avengers, and number 3 for me is Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the best part of the Marvel movies for me was the introduction of Thanos into the MCU. Honestly, when we first seen him, when
Talking
he
about the
was,
end of Avengers.
the beginning of Infinity War, when he's carrying,
Okay.
when he grabs the
Drag
door by
it,
his head,
run from it.
and he's about to put the. You just showed that he was on a mission. You ain't never seen no character like that. As far as he was an evil ass character, but he was intelligent, and you kind of sided with him. It was kind of different the way you kind of understood what he
You
was
understood?
doing.
Like, it wasn't all evil.
Yeah.
He had a point to what he was
Yeah.
doing.
He was
it wasn't,
working,
it wasn't,
niggas.
it wasn't on no shit like I'm gonna take over the world. It was like it's a purpose.
Yeah.
He wanted to bring humanity back to not make them starve and shit like
Yeah,
that. Like,
right.
you could relate to them,
So-
and that's what villains come to be good when you can relate to villains like
Right.
Killmonger that you was talking
Right,
about.
right.
Shit.
Right.
So,
So I'm gonna go Infinity War,
Yeah.
and then the first Avengers. Then I'm gonna go Captain America: Winter Soldier
Yeah.
because I felt like that whole movie from start to finish, the way they put it together, it was a well.
Which
integ-
one?
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
With Bucky when they brought
exactly.
back
That
Bucky.
movie was
You know what I
excellent.
mean?
Right? You can't
When
debate
Nick
what's
Fury
happening.
faked his death or whatever, you know, I like that. You know.
You got what you think your top 3 is? Pop?
I'm gonna go Endgame number 1.
Huh?
I'm gonna go Infinity War number 2. And I'm gonna go Black Panther.
Yeah, we know why you going Black Panther.
Hey, Killmonger might have been right. It
So, what's your
depends
favorite
how you
moment in the whole 10 years?
My favorite moment was the Avengers Assemble scene in Endgame. That
Endgame.
literally brought
And that
10
topped the
years.
Avengers 1 moment.
It brought 10 years of MCU moments into one moment right there.
Real fan talking right there.
Right.
Okay, yeah, no, good. You just give me your 3 favorite movies.
Shit, I mean, just because, you know what I'm saying, I haven't been following
Right,
that
right.
since
It's all
the
good.
beginning,
We
you know
get
what
you.
I'm
It's for
saying?
everybody. It's for
But
everybody.
number 1, I'm gonna have to go Infinity War.
Okay.
Cause when I first got introduced to Thanos, I said, shit, this might be one of the realest niggas I ever done seen. Realest nigga I ever done seen on the screen, you know what I'm saying? Number 2, I'm not gonna lie, maybe EndGame.
Okay.
And more talking to everybody about it, getting the insight on it, and really understanding it.
Yeah.
And 3rd, I say Black Panther.
Black Panther, okay.
And one of the ones, I'm gonna lie, man, Killmonger saying, "This is your king." You know what I'm saying? That's classic. I mean, if you ask me about some classic lines, I'm your king. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go that route.
Number 1, Avengers 1, Infinity War, and EndGame. 3 Avengers movies, best shit out there.
Okay.
Favorite moment is Avengers 1, bro. When they do that circle around the camera, everybody ready for the smoke.
That started.
They outnumbered, but they start. We about to give smoke out. Any nigga want it?
Yeah, you're right. And you know what? Just even the directors say like that started all like them circling around Thor, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Iron Man, Cap, Hulk. Like that was like classic. Me personally, I'm gonna go Infinity War. I'm gonna go Avengers 1. Infinity War number 1, man. That took my breath. Infinity War. Infinity War. Avengers 1. Avengers Assemble 1. And number 3. Shit, man.
Come on.
I probably gotta go Ragnarok.
Ragnarok's a classic.
Everybody know me. Thor is my favorite character, bro.
Okay.
Like I got Thor tatted on me, Mutineer, all that, bro. But my favorite MCU moment is when Thanos is talking to Doctor Strange when he portals in.
Right.
And he's talking like why he's doing the whole shit.
Right. Yeah.
And he says the hardest choices requires the strongest wills.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Thanos got some quotes.
His quotes are out of this world.
That is
for real.
I hope they remember you.
I hope they remember you, bro.
Anybody understand really the Doctor Strange arc though? Like I felt like he could have did a lot more with the Time Stone with him just giving it up, like. And then the way
he looked into the future.
He
So
knew
Thanos had a plan for.
He knew that.
All right, but time out though.
Stark was the one to.
Yeah.
So he saved Stark.
No,
everybody
sacrificed
right on
Stone
Tony
for Stark.
Facts.
Okay.
But I mean, we can go so many ways with it, because why even try to fight him if you knew it was chalked?
Yeah.
You should have just said no fight, here goes Stone, nigga.
Right.
You try to fight him, you should have tried to use Time Stone, like you said. I agree.
But then you gotta.
Facts.
I think you just gotta let it play out, bro. Because when you try to fuck up like they were trying to, you try to fuck up the future or something. They're like, Thanos is smart. Like Free said, he wouldn't figure it out. Like why they just gonna give me the stone and not fight.
Right.
Like, something up. You feel me?
But you remember in Infinity War when the dude who made all the weapons and shit out there were throwing through the time. Remember he did this shit for Thanos, and Thanos still chalked him after he said he wasn't gonna do it.
Took his hands.
What if Thanos would have did that with the Time Stone too? But maybe Doctor Strange knew he wasn't.
No, but he kept his word though. He said, "I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill your people, but I'm gonna keep you alive. You make the shit." He made it. He just took his hands.
Okay.
He respects Stark.
He respects Stark. He has
Stark is a real one.
Hey, the MC. Hey,
Stark is a real one.
has taken over.
Right. How y'all feel about the time travel in EndGame though?
I thought that part was perfect because it really just was a love letter to the last 10 years of movies.
I get
it was for everybody
And the
that's seen
payoff.
everything to kind of sit and enjoy.
Right.
Like a recap in a movie, right?
Yeah, it was like the payoffs of the situations, the recaps, and make you put it all together type shit.
Give me this. I want to go around. What's your favorite character? And no villain, whichever. Like, what's your favorite character?
In the MCU?
In the MCU, of course.
I might have to go with. Let me see. I'm about to go with Thanos, honestly. I hate to say it just because he's technically a villain, but
he really changed the game.
He really changed. Yeah, he the way he came in, his story arc. If you understand who he was an evil ass character. Deep down in his heart, he got a lot of evil as far as what he's trying to do. But the way he delivered it, the way he was bringing it about himself with the whole, and he was powerful as fuck too. He packed Hulk out, bro. Like I ain't never seen Hulk get packed out like that.
He made most powerful characters look like puny gods.
Right, so I'm gonna go with Thanos. Thanos is my favorite character in the MCU for sure.
Free.
I'm gonna go with Cap. Cap is my favorite Avenger, going back from when I was reading comic books, and Chris Evans does such a good job in Captain America. Because Cap is supposed to be the best of us. You see him, he's just some scrawny white boy from New York, but he's really the best of us.
Worthy.
You know? He's not judging nobody. He sees the best in everybody, and he's a leader of men.
Save his hands and still our own.
Right. And literally, he could do this all day.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Cap is me. Cap is my favorite.
Shit, I mean, I've been preaching it, but I'm going to go Tony Stark's, man.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Why is that?
I mean, he's so knowledgeable. You get what I'm saying?
Smart.
Like, he's so smart, bro. He's so smart, and he backs it up where he could be so serious.
That suit, Free.
Where he could be so serious, bro. But then his roast game, is second to none.
For sure.
His geese is second to none.
He called what's his name, a Build-A-Bear.
Hey, when he called Thor Lebowski, I mean, I know I said it before. I'm weak in the theater. I'm weak in the theater, bro.
Right.
So I just, you know what I'm saying? I just love how, you feel me? How smart he is and intelligent.
He started off.
His fucking geek side of it is just.
It started with him and ended with him.
Exactly.
He's a real one, bro. That's how you.
Only for me.
Yeah, facts.
It used to be Hulk, but when they bitched him out, he chalked. You kicked your curb, bitch.
Right.
But for sure, Tony Stark, you feel me? Like he said, he took my shit, whole ass nigga, but he started it, he ended it, nigga. Smart nigga, playboy, billionaire, philanthropist without the suit, nigga. You feel me? Talk to me.
Not the suit.
I'm gonna go. Y'all already know. Y'all know me.
Yeah,
man. Thor.
easy.
Thor, man. I mean, from the Thor I seen, they take no shit, man. My favorite quote: "You want me to put the hammer down?" You feel me? But he could go from anywhere. But like Thanos was real influential. It's just far, man. He changed the villain. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong though. Joker, bang.
Killmonger's up there.
Killmonger, you right.
Without Killmonger, there isn't. Black Panther's not Black Panther.
Hey,
Killmonger, bro.
You right.
Kid you not.
I mean, just overall though, it's like the nigga changed.
So where you see do you like the way the direction of the MCU's headed in phase 4?
Well, we shall see. They haven't announced nothing. Hey, so I want to say I appreciate the last 10 years of Marvel. That shit was good as fuck. Man, you took all my money and more because I was buying souvenirs. I done seen every movie 3 times in theaters, and we all can appreciate it as nerds, man.
Right.
Good.
Everything. I appreciate the way Joe Russo and the Russo brothers
Shout out
put
the Russo
everything
brothers,
together.
for real, y'all do work.
Some good ass directors.
All the directors, all over though.
Right.
All the directors.
It wasn't just the Russos.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like with the way Marvel captivated it, it separated himself. Like we ain't never seen no movie separate itself. Like there's Avengers and then there's every other fucking movie that come out in my book. It's Avengers and then some other shit coming out this year. Real talk.
So we gonna appreciate Marvel for
We're
sure.
gonna end it. DC's fucking pissed, bitch.
Hey, go see Shazam. No, it's not.
There! Don't ever see Shazam.
Man, we back, man, all the way from RP Nip, man, to Avengers EndGame, 10 years of Marvel, man. We gotta keep this shit sliding. We gonna be committed down, though, man. We promise y'all.
Tap in, like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, The Cave YoloBoys. Like and subscribe our YouTube page, The Cave YoloBoys. Keep us going up. We're gonna keep dropping material for y'all every week. We got a lot of shit coming.
Yeah.
Respect it. We appreciate all the love, man.
All the
Thank
love.
you. We appreciate
Come fuck with us, man. We said we back, man, on YOLO. On YOLO, man.
Never seen the whole thing, but you drove to the streets cause you grew up on show change. Fucked up with a dope bag. Never remind me when these rappers drop killers and they close change. At the bar with them on fade. I was standing for the Knicks for my snack for the whole day. That was no race. Old school play the whole game, trying to make the slow change.